It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August.
You're the detective. We've worked together. I believe not. She has a big heart, and in my opinion, opens it too easily. Only a madman. She has all the best ideas. The free radio project as well. That was her doing. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radio. That's cynical, detective. Not at all. We aren't the only show on the radio. We interviewed Taro. I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings. You know, this town is... Then I won't bore you with it. Although you're missing out on a superbly bloodthirsty tale. Dennis Piper, or Victor, as he's now known, an over-affectionate fan that read one too many Lovecraft novels, tried to sacrifice Alice, would you believe? Lucky I was here to save her. I've no idea what you're talking about, Sam. The thought that I could engineer a whole sordid scenario just so I could swoop in at the last minute and be Elle's knight in shining armor. Chilling. On that note, I should probably...
Images and thoughts. There it floated.
I delivered radios all... Maybe.
The long expanse of the room.
Probably right here.
Mare.
Hey, I'm going.
Graf spat my back.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news. Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his... He was charged about 3 months ago in Hong Kong.
It's now 10 o'clock.
A blink, and there it was. Clutching my shoulders.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping it might be Zach. No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up. Yes. If he ever shows up. No? Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man. Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. Not really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason.
Income from prostitution as age, drugs, and street life took their toll on her market value.
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
This was decomposed. Not
Zach, the game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio. You were at Dorota's. I was at the studio. You were at Dorota's.
Don't change the subject. Sam and Dupont will put 2 and 2 together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
You're spying on me.
I followed you there, then back to the studio. You lied to the police. You lied to me. Done with you. We're finished. Don't come back here again.
I was free to go, along with to observe, to do its bidding. It would eat me, perhaps starting with my brain.
Good evening, Zachary. That's for being a creep with Alice. Now get out of my radio station.
A new life with the bag lady's worm inside my brain. Small talk with this. Not this one. The worm had to be told incessantly. Not these ones. The worm. I looked into the eyes of the people I spoke with, and
Al, I'm so sorry. You mean everything to me. I won't let you die.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm okay. It's you who's shrouded in darkness, my love. El, we must finish what we started.
What do you mean? Nope. Let's finish it.
El, I fell in love with you the first day we met. You ripped out my heart, diced it into pieces, and reshaped it in your form. I will always be yours, forever. El, will you marry me?
Yes!
El, I love you. You don't know how happy you've made me. My angel. My absolute angel.
Are you really married?
Yes, you've met my wife and family. They're sadly not actors I've hired to make my life look richer than it is. Tomorrow, I will tell her about us. And I will leave her. Another heart broken, another family destroyed, another villainous father.
Is your wife gonna kill me?
No. At least I don't think so. She doesn't know anything about us. Not yet, anyhow.
what lurks above them? Where the
Alice, do you have the amethyst?
What amethyst?
Poe's amethyst pendant? The one we have the buyer for?
Poe's pendant?
Okay, we're playing silly buggers now. Don't worry about it. My buyer would have found something by the time you pitch up with it anyway.
With Poe and Monroe.
Lung. Jessie Cox. She must be 20s. The white robe. Lighting up another cigarette. Cough.
John. I'm gonna be fine.
How long have we been together now?
On the radio? I started at Radio August about 2 years ago. Why?
No, I mean, romantically. Do you want me to leave my wife? No, I mean, romantically.
You kissed me on the first day. Don't you remember? I was putting on my makeup and you came up behind me. I saw how you were watching me in the mirror. It made me feel alive.
Why didn't you tell me about Dorota?
What didn't I tell you about Dorota?
That you were sleeping with her.
It was just a fling, John. I wanted to try something different. To stretch myself. I would have told you eventually. All three of us could have had fun together. You do want to have fun with me, don't you, John?
Long squirrel. A lot of people wanted Zoe dead. I did them a favor.
I'm sorry, can I help you?
I've just moved in next door.
It's not a very good time at the moment, I'm afraid.
Really? Anything I can help with?
No, not really.
The girl snarls at him. I did. That was before I knew you were. Her pace quickens. Cough. Coughing more blood. Long swipes with his sleeves and stands around. That you can. Or wherever it is you came from. Then begins to long. What? Long. Onto him, crashing him backwards onto the grassy floor.
Violet, I'm actually a bit tied up at the moment. Well, in danger, actually.
Why don't you like me?
What? I like everyone. What makes you say that?
You're trying to take Zach from me. You told Sam I didn't like you.
It's just, when I dropped the radio off at the guest house, you weren't very welcoming.
I get suspicious of free things.
There's always strings, right? Did you feel guilty about not listening? It's okay. I'm not a doctor. So we can be friends now?
Yes.
Amazing. I've got a lot going on at the moment, which hopefully I'll get through. And if I do, I'll come and see you at the guest house sometime. Okay?
It's too strong.
I follow.
Are you insane? Why did you follow me, you stupid bitch?
You killed Dorota. You had sex with Dorota. You had sex. You killed Dorota. You had sex with Dorota.
I absolutely did not.
Then what did happen?
She texted me to come over. Then she asked me to watch her play with herself from a distance. She likes people to watch, didn't you know? It's probably best if we didn't see each other for a while. You know where the door is.
Area. Where in the world is this from?
Europe?
No.
Just trying to think.
A while ago we had a story from this part of the world as well. Do you remember?
China?
No.
Mexico?
No.
I mean, we could just...
I need to cross-reference with the data list findings, but at first glance it seems to be about abuse or torture. Or punishment. A fear for real. Well, yes, replied Dr. Yutani. She looked at Dimitri with more surprise. Punishment for the wicked or curious, Dimitri said. Dr. Remington looked at the other.
Did you get a call from my doctor?
Your doctor did call.
Did you tell her I was being compliant?
I said you were taking the pills. Are you?
No. Not anymore.
I think you're supposed to take the pills, Violet.
Well, you're normally more forceful about it, Claude. You said my UFO was real. So why am I taking pills?
I didn't say the UFO was real.
Are you trying to make me go mad? Just an hour ago, you said there was a UFO sighting. Now it's take the pills, Violet.
You said you saw other heads when you were taken.
Yes. Other girls, younger than me. Nobody I recognised. They all had red hair.
Do you think this place is nearby? They all had red hair.
Yes, they all had red hair. They were all very pretty. And they were all alive. In that moment.
Perhaps it was all just in his head, and he couldn't shake the feeling. Imminent and unavoidable.
Tell me about Hong Kong.
If you know about Hong Kong, then I don't have to tell you anything. It's all in that report that you've clearly read.
What does the name Lawrence Petrovsky mean to you?
About yay high, beard, thick rim glasses. I have no idea who you're talking about.
Particularly interesting one. So this is coming from Mary.
I haven't asked you.
Until a few hours ago, I never heard of the guy. Creepy as fudge, if you ask me.
Thanks, Lexi. It's always a pleasure.
Anything for you, Chief?
This in particular, I think, is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think let's do it. From the sharks, I mean...
Chief DuPont. Grave news, indeed.
Will Ellis...
No. She wants me to keep broadcasting, which means I'll be booth-bound for most of the night. She'd be safer at home, with someone protecting her.
Can't I get someone else to handle the radio?
And murder Poe and Monroe? No, Chief DuPont. Ellis couldn't take that. Not tonight. We did think of asking you to do a guest evening at some point, though, if you're interested.
No, I don't want to dilute my brand. I would love to.
Then I will pencil you in, Chief. It would be an honor and a privilege. Sorry, I must go back to the broadcast. The radio, she calls me like a siren, and she must be obeyed.
Out of control. Itself? What is one of the main things you have to consider when you're walking on a tightrope? Not that you would know, Poe, obviously. Or maybe you do.
Yeah, there is... The stakes are high.
But what...
What can we do to help Ellis?
Haven't we done enough? Not many people get to know when they're going to die, let alone get the chance to avoid it. We've given Ellis a huge advantage.
So what should we do? Do you really think she's got a chance?
Let's just say she's got a pretty good head start. Doesn't mean she's going to win.
Trying so hard to keep your life balanced.
What are you doing now?
I don't know. I don't want to lie about my alibi again, though. What should I do?
Log into Tarotasm. Stay with me.
Okay, this time we'll actually stay in the same room, though. And maybe we should try and hang out with Rain and Violet, too. Group alibi. You're the best.
Thing, then you should always be receiving in return. If they're a negative person, you don't necessarily
Do you think you're a suspect?
Not that I know of. Chief Dupont asks me for favors, so I think I'd know.
Did Zach kill Dorota?
No. I saw Dorota look out of the window after he left.
attached to what the...
It's going to be soon. Whatever happens to Alice, it will be soon.
How do you know it's going to be soon?
I can sense it. Are you not picking anything up, Lex? There's a traveller nearby.
No. How do you know all this?
Mescaline mainly, but I don't recommend you try it. Do you really want to hear this?
Yes.
At uni, I read a book by Aldous Huxley called The Doors of Perception. He takes mescaline and basically trips his balls off. And the party girl I used to be thought, yay. My experience wasn't anything like his, though. People looked like tiny rainbow outlines, and I would notice that some of them would just appear from nowhere. Those ones, the ones from nowhere, I think they're the travelers. They kind of merge into one person, and suddenly there's only one outline. That's what I see. But you, no drugs for you, young lady. Tea and nothing else, all right?
Is now no.
So, aliens. Violet. What are we thinking, Lex?
Violet and aliens? Ray, why do you pray for them?
Hasn't Bron told you? Violet said she was abducted by aliens. But not your usual stick me on a slab, call me grey type aliens. Aliens that decorate.
Decorating aliens? A traveller? Decorating aliens?
Strange, isn't it? Why would an alien decorate? Perhaps an alien that's not an alien?
If it's a traveller, why is it strangling people? Why August?
I have no idea. August is basically our Hellmouth.
Ray, why do you pray for them?
Because the Traveller is so powerful. It inhabits you, and you remember nothing. It goes on a killing spree, or worse, and you're held accountable. I pray for the victims, and for forgiveness, and for the unlucky person that becomes its vessel.
Have you been a vessel?
Lex, I don't know what I was doing the night Dorota died. I don't know. I don't remember. I was in my room. I was praying. But then I woke up and my hands hurt. My hands hurt. Don't you tell Bronwyn. She's got enough going on. Don't tell anyone.
Hurts. Only the fall could quiet him. Like someone else. That first girl, she was no... So little light left.
It's a lovely place. It has the third most high-rise buildings of any city in the world. Now that's someone I get mistaken for all the time. It's not me. Chief Dupont has made a mistake. I don't know what you're talking about, Detective. No. No, she wouldn't do that. She's the only one I told. Sam, who are you? What are you? Sam, are you a traveller? No. No, I'm going to find Lexi. I'm getting to the bottom of this. Honestly? You don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them. Continuously trying to stop them ruining lives. Yes, but it kills the vessel too. So, you could have a traveller inside you right now, and if I killed you, you'd both be dead. I'm not sure.
Parasite in her heart.
Quite a lot, actually. For one, he has a massive collection of books about serial killers. But also, Sam, are you a shapeshifter? I knew it! Actually, I didn't suspect a thing. So how does it work? Can you be anyone you want? Can you be Ariana Grande? So, what about you? Are you human, or are you something else? Who is Sam? This is incredible. Bronwyn and Rain are going to be so stoked. Ah, no fair. Fine, my lips are sealed. This is going to be so hard though. A who, what, betroths what? I don't think so. He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help. Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you. I shuffled before you got here. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently? The Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you? You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
Rolf, so would you. There was nothing here.
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you? Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change? Maybe. If we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to. Yes, she's definitely got a monkey on her back. I saw her get changed. She's got all these scars on her back in the shape of a monkey. Like they've been burned into her. What the hell happened to her, Sam? Yes, I managed to sneak a look at her laptop. She's been Googling Alice Munro. It rings a bell, but no. Sorry, Sam.
Remained. The demon always spread like a virus from person to person. Touch. Germ. No. Just.
Yes. Should I be surprised you've seen it? Years ago, tattoos and piercings were frowned upon, but they're all in vogue now. Maybe branding scars will be in fashion too. He didn't. He was the one in her bedroom last night. I never made it that far. I just followed him to her house. I wrongly assumed we were in a relationship. I thought that he was cheating on me. Which he was. I saw him leave Dorota's and I followed him straight after. I don't know if anyone else was there. Because I was protecting Zach. This looks bad, doesn't it?
Us. We slept in shifts to guard that dumpster and chase the rest of the street off. That spring...
I didn't expect news to travel this fast. You can't tell anyone else. I've not told my wife yet. I think she should at least hear it from me. I will leave my wife either way. I do hate people that jump ship only when another ship pulls up alongside them. If I drown, it's only right and fair. You can't condone my actions, I understand. Divorce is strangely delicious. A great polarizing topic for society. So many people think it's clearly wrong. So many people think it's clearly acceptable. As the tide turns, the stigma fades. Enjoy your life, detective. I hope you pick once and pick right. Yes, I'm surprised she told you about that. How did that come up? Why would Zach Weston know that? Maybe she was selling it to him. Alice is a bit of a spendthrift, unfortunately. Likes to live life on the edge of her credit card limit. It's actually not the first time I've bailed her out. She said it was to pay off her credit cards. Why would she lie to me about that? Alice is a saint, Sam. I trust her with my life. So I definitely trust her with my money.
And then it's wearing a...
It's not what it sounds like. Dorota lost her scholarship. She said it was an administrative error. She showed me the letter and everything. No, I didn't. I told you he'd asked to take pictures of me. You never asked if we were selling a pendant together. The money was for her, Sam. So she could have her dream of being a cellist. I wanted her to have her dream. It doesn't matter now. No, not exactly. I told him I was in trouble with credit cards, and he offered to bail me out. I asked if I could have one of his artifacts, and of course he gave it to me. I just want to make people happy. To put out into the world what I want back. Is that too much to ask? It hasn't made me happy yet, but maybe one day someone will. I couldn't do this without him. He looks out for me. He's my best friend. What do you know, Sam? He does? That's so sweet of him. But I could never do that. I'm not ready to settle down, Sam. And Poe has a wife and family, and I don't want anyone to get hurt.
That cigarette to the floor.
Yeah, Dr. Tanner. She's checking up on Violet. Why are you still giving her a hard time about this? She's had it tough enough already. She wanted to check Violet was taking her pills. Apparently Violet told her to call me to confirm. She's dealing with a lot of things, just go easy. The doctor said the aliens are delusions, a side effect of her previous alcoholism. She's been sober 6 months, and I don't want to change that, Sam. The neuropathy she suffered due to alcohol is causing her problems. The pills are to try to help with that, but guess they have side effects too. Memory loss. She's not a monster. Just a little girl lost. She was drinking to forget. She ran with a bad crowd a few years ago. They branded their backs with symbols, basically a cult. The leaders were imprisoned, but they left a lot of baggage behind. You won't get any mileage talking to her about it, I assure you. Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bromlin Castle has one, Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. Zach seems to be a fan of serial killers. At least, you've told me he has an extensive book collection on them. Ellis knows Violet because of the Free Radio project. Violet's been doing some web searches on Ellis. You think that's a jealous streak. I think it's a sign of the times. You've still not accepted my friend request, have you? Ellis thinks Violet doesn't like her very much. I'm not sure I like you very much. Where's the proof? Violet's just admitted being at the crime scene last night with Zach. It's not looking good for Zach now. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. I think you've narrowed it down to Zach, Rain, and Lexi. That's just my professional opinion, mind you. Feel free to ignore the person who hired you. That's it.
The girl says, and reaches her hand into his chest, grabbing for something or letting something go. It only takes a second. Lungs, eyes.
It's getting closer, isn't it?
What's getting closer?
The event. Whatever's going to happen to Ellis. I can feel it.
Do you think this John Pope is involved?
I doubt it. As far as I know, they're live on air a lot of the time, and not sure he could have nipped out, murdered Dorota, and made it back for the news at 10.
So it could be him then?
It could be anyone. It could be you, Ray.
It moved.
Hey.
How's the Ouija?
Full of annoying voices that aren't helping me. I've only just got back from the photographer's place, so I haven't had a chance to go at it yet.
Say anything about me?
I didn't ask it about you. Do you think I should?
Yes.
Alrighty, stay there and I'll think of a question. Okay, let's see. Oh dear. I asked it if you were still the same Rain I knew and loved.
Attached to what looks like a square?
Why do you think the killer's chosen Ellis?
I have absolutely no idea. I'm a redhead. I suppose I should feel left out.
The bells are very cute.
Mm-hmm.
Engraving.
Rain, what an unexpected pleasure. Maybe you could help me with something.
No. Sure.
When you were here yesterday, you don't recall seeing a small green velvet pouch anywhere, do you?
No.
Well, keep your eyes peeled. The pouch contains Augustan gold coins, believed to have been part of Mary August's original hoard. Oh, sorry, you don't know the town's origin story, do you? Suffice to say, if you see them, please return them to me. They're in the pouch for a reason. If anyone comes into contact with them, bad things happen. I have to be on air in a minute. Another time, maybe.
Spirits turning up at the station lately.
So, just invite bad spirits?
I think I'm going to sell. There's no other use for it. Thanks, Monroe. As always, you've been sport today. Tomorrow, Poe's Curiosity Shop.
How do you do it, Sam? It's been just a few hours since you've arrived, and yet you've got my life story already. Show me where they branded you. You can't, can you? There are only 7 of us. And those faces still haunt my dreams. Thanks for bringing it up again, though. Such a joy to be around, Sam.